Namere bookmark. How are you? That's better. Dua lang mero pokolong tu na dia lah. Wang angorokan pula pula lah. Nano kala cara pulong ora. Ka ngaran nolero na pokor pura. Wanang ora ni martina kalkengoro o barkongoro. I just said that in my Yolngo language, Kumach language, that I welcome you all from wherever you have come from, near and far, if not overseas. I welcome you. Where I stand today is Gulkula, the land of my ancestors. This is the headquarters of Ganbula, a lawmaker for my people. Ganbula has many names. Yang Bonenji, Yang Bolol are two of them, but he has many. He lives in us as he is our lawmaker and lawgiver. This is his home. And it is a home of the Karchambal, the red kangaroo. Karchambal is a guardian for all Australians. He is on the Australian coat of arms. In many ways, he is the original Australian. So we honor him as an ancestor and a part of our ancient history, because Karchambal gave himself in the times of creation. He gave a sacred item to Ganbula as the law was created. And this item bound the two together. It bound the ancient past with the future. That item is gunning, a sacred ironwood staff given to Ganbula by Karchambal. Karchambal is the ancient and Ganbula the modern. They are the law and the constitution. And they found the balance at the start, each agreeing to the other, each agreeing to respect the other. And on the foundation, the Yolngu world is built. And around them and around us, the law of the land remains. My identity is the sacred saltwater crocodile. And I am a Maralicha man. But there are things that run in my blood, gives me the authority. This is my identity and my strength. Everything to me, and it links me to my land. and my future. Each Yolngu has an identity that is drawn from our ancestors. You saw the Goak, the travels of the Goak this morning at the opening. My cousin Graham, he is a Magalili. He is also Urpan, the emu, which is also on a coat of arms of Australia. There is Ngoikal, the kingfish, and he is Goak, the night bird. Goak is an ancestor who links Yolngu together, and now it's a pathway to the Milky Way. The kingfish marked the pathway for Goak, striking the coast and creating Yelan to mark his way. Goak rests here at Gulkula before its journey starts or continues, linking clans together. With him, he carries the sacred raki or the rope, the fur of the possum, the rope or the marango, and it bands together to mark the rope. And the fur is given willingly by that ancestor Rupu. The string is called burkun, and it is an item of our Yolngu constitution. Today, Graham brought that burkun as a symbol of unity. Not just for our people, but for all Australians. Through him, the Marango gives it to you as well. And you will feel the wind here at Gulkula. It also has sacred meaning to us. When it rises as a mist, it is garden or wakolongol. And with it comes the Yothu, the dog, moving through the mist, shaking the wetness of its back, coming in to be with us. And when we see the mist, we think of Garma, the spider ancestor, who makes the web each night only for it to be destroyed during the day, only for it to be remade again. And on the Longurma wind, from the north came the Meccan seafarers, our trading partners, who joined with us for hundreds of years in peaceful coexistence. Look to the east, and you see the Gulf of Carpentaria. To us, these are the waters of Manbunga, the deep currents upon which the Wimri, the great whale, travels. And we sing its movements. as it links us to the northeast and on to Cape Westall or Merchant Bar. And then to the northeast of Cape York and further to the islands of Bardo and beyond. And his breath is the clouds and the rain that gives us life and which gives you life too. And when the thunder sounds as the wet season begins, we hear the power of the birimbira or udango, the lightning snakes who travels down from the fresh waters on top of Delaware Bay, shedding its skin as it moves powerfully into the salt waters, calling the lightning and the rains that signal a time of renewal. And from that renewal comes goodness. For the Gumaj people, it was here at Gulkula that sacred laws were made and our world was put in order, and the land that we share with all Australians was made right. I am talking about the rights of birth, death, creation, and belonging. Yirija and Djawa, Yothu and Yindi. This is our law. This is what marks out this country as special, and which link all Australian people together. This is our Holy Trinity. Wanga, the land. Kapu, the rivers and the sea. Kanyo, the stars. And this is your Holy Trinity too. And these laws that govern us are not unique to Yolngu. The whole of the continent is linked by the songlines. And ancient powers that lie around us and within us. Kuri, Mari, Gabi, Nunga, Palawa, Wemo Anango, Larakia Yolngu. We are all in this together. And all Australians are part of us. Territorians, Victorians, South Australians, New South Welshmen, Queenslanders, Western Australians, Tasmanians, Canberrans. You are all part of our reality. We welcome you here. We listen to you. And we bring you into our ceremony and the life of a people. We don't expect you to know all and every detail. We don't expect you to know even one word from our song cycles, or how to paint the dolang or the designs, or to master a gakal, which is a movement of the ancestors when we dance. We don't expect you to be there every moment during our rituals, or as we care for the country or use the country, but we include you as fellow Australians. You are in our Constitution already. You are here, and we don't deny the reality of who you are and the life that you have lived in modern Australia. If we denied you, we would be denying the world around us. We have hope for the future and a belief in a world that is better than the past. We love this country. It is Australia to us. We want it to be strong and powerful from north to south to east to west. And we want to be in it. We don't want to be sitting on the side, waiting for Garma each year. We want each day to be a day when we are fully engaged in the life of a nation through the rule book that runs Australia, the Australian Constitution. We stay strong with our laws and our constitutions. But our laws do not run the country. The Australian Constitution runs the country. And it governs the Parliament and the courts and the taxes that we pay, and the allies we make and the enemies we fight. Yet, Australia is not complete. Ladies and gentlemen, Australia is built on an ancient foundation. Let the voice of our people be in the Constitution. Let it be given shape by our Parliament. Let us then have the conversations that make things right for the children that will inherit the nation from us. The great Maoist decision united us in the common law. Now let's unite in the Constitution through the will of the Australian people. This is the opportunity. We have to vote when we vote, because it is not just Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that will be given voice when the referendum wins. It will be the land and sea, the stars and our ancestors. It will be Australia. It will be all of us. Most of all, it will be for our children and their children. This is the gift my brother sought to give Australia. That is why he kept the sacred strong, sacred lines and sacred Manikai so strong, so that he could share it with you with all Australia, and through Australia, the world. So on behalf of my family, I say that it is time for the nation to believe that we can be complete. It is time to trust ourselves as a nation, to trust our parliaments, to trust our democracy, and to trust each other. Myself, I believe in this pathway. A pathway to unity. I believe in this ancient southern land. I believe in Australians, and I believe in Australia. Like you, I have children. I have grandchildren. I want a better future for them, where they can thrive and be the best that they can be. I want the same future for your children and your grandchildren. I want our children and our grandchildren to be interlinked, connected, as people, by the sacred burkun that was carried out this morning. And I want them to know the power of the lightning snake and be connected by the Garchambal and the soul with a crocodile and to travel to the stars with the Goa. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be voting yes. I will be voting for my children's future and your children's future, connected together in this ancient land, under the southern stars, walking side by side, living side by side. Thank you.